Hello again, there's G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra fans. This is another haul video. I just wanted to do a quick update. I did get a couple more G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra figures this week. These are from the same wave as Lowlight. I think it's wave 5, I believe. And I did get Shadow Tracker. And I called this one the Moneybags Destro. And I'll show you why in just a moment. But I just want to give you a quick look at the card here. There's Shadow Tracker, really cool looking evil picture there. And then Destro with some weird looking green glowing eyes, weapon supplier. And there he is in his case. So Shadow Tracker here, I'll take a look at him a little bit closer. He has a lot of knives and bladed weapons, or edged weapons as we would call them. So there is a couple of machete looking things, and I don't know what that thing in his hand is supposed to be. And then back here, oh, there's another knife, and I don't know what that thing's supposed to be. A mace of some sort. Back here there's some sort of knife thing. I don't know what it is. Curiously though, no rifle, only silent weapons. He's got his crossbow, which we've seen with the Spirit, and the quiver, backpack loading quiver with the one removable arrow there that we also saw with Spirit. So he is sort of the counterpart to Spirit, I would say. And it's an interesting file card, actually. I was reading it earlier today, and if you want to read it on your own, you can pause right here, but I'll read it to you. Shadow Tracker works for Cobra as a wilderness hunter and guide. Scorning conventional firearms, he uses traditional weapons from around the world. He tracks his prey using primal instinct. He hears the dark whispers of the jungle, senses distant footfalls in the earth, and tastes his victim's fear in the wind. When Skydive lands in the jungle, Shadow Tracker instantly knows and starts the hunt. So my guess is this is some sort of a voodoo guy, because he's got these voodoo-looking eyes in a way. I don't know how well you can see them in the video. Dreadlocks. He's obviously of African descent and race, and the file card leads me to believe that there's some sort of mystical thing going on with this guy, which is really cool. Almost cooler in a way than some of the mystical characters that the G.I. Joe has done before, for instance, Crystal Ball. However, if you've been following G.I. Joe Cobra comic book, they really made Crystal Ball way cooler than he ever was. And I hope maybe that we get a figure of that character. He also has this green sort of netting thing here behind him. So anyhow, there's Shadow Tracker. Very cool. My second favorite in that wave after Lowlight, and definitely one of my favorite Pursuit of Cobra figures. Let's look at this Destro here. Now I will preface this, what I'm going to say about this Destro, with the fact that I have not bought a Destro figure since the 25th anniversary line. Because Destro for me is a strange character. I don't believe they've done a good figure. I don't believe Hasbro has done a good figure of Destro since the A Real American Hero run. And the very first Destro figure is still my absolute favorite. Probably my second would be version 2 of Destro, which is the Iron Grenadier Destro. And I'll show you him. I have this is my vintage collection here, and there's my Iron Grenadier, and my vintage Destro figure is put away for right now in a baggie stored. However, the Destro figures that I have from the 25th line would be the black one that came in the DVD set, and I had the blue one, but I tore him up for custom because he was horrible. Black one is probably the best one. And I do have the Iron Grenadier version of Destro from the 25th anniversary line. I did not pick up the Rise of Cobra Destro. I hated that figure, thought he was horrible, and I just could not justify spending any money on that figure. I did not get the first Pursuit of Cobra Destro, the Arctic Destro. Just didn't really, nothing about it really I thought was cool. Now this Destro here is cool. He's got this weird sort of urban reddish camo going on, and he has just an insane amount of body armor going on here. He's got, I don't know how well you can see that side, but he's got gauntlets and shoulders. The chest is heavily armored. He's got a huge gauntlet here, which I imagine this side here is more heavily armored because that's the side that he's going to aim towards his enemy who's firing at him. Big, huge armor plates on his lower legs. And then he's got a gigantic Gatling or minigun thing going on. Now here's why I call him Moneybags Destro. And by the way, I'm not very partial on the head sculpt. I'm going to take it out, look at it, and if I don't like it, I might swap it for the one that I like a little bit more. However, he has this briefcase in here, and it has removable bundles of money, both American and another nationality of money. I'm not sure what nationality. I think it might be French money, which would make sense. Could also be British pounds, which would also make sense since he's Scottish. And then he has this huge minigun, which is based off of Heavy Duty's minigun, but it's modified because it obviously hooks onto his armor there. That peg must go into that hole, I'm assuming. Haven't taken him out yet. Let's take a look at his file card. You can pause if you want, but I'm going to read it to you. Destro designs and manufactures advanced weaponry and supplies weapons to Cobra. He demonstrates the latest high-powered plasma rifles by leading shock troopers in an attack on G.I. Joe trooper Lowlight, who has infiltrated a Cobra warehouse in an urban city. Destro has to quickly change his plans when he finds out that Lowlight knows they are there and is waiting for them. Obviously, with his .50 caliber high-powered, state-of-the-art sniper rifle that you saw in my previous video. Mission equipment: SFS Gatling cannon with stabilizing fire support, and the stabilizer would obviously be the arm that plugs into his harness, which is very reminiscent of the G.I. Joe repeater from, I believe, 1987 or maybe 1988, who had a waist-mounted heavy weapon. It wasn't a Gatling gun, but it was supposedly recoilless. I mostly got this figure for the money. I thought that was just cool. Great diorama accessory, and it looks like most of it is removable. That piece there might actually be a plate that's non-removable, but the rest of it is. All of those are separately packaged. So anyhow, well, that's going to do it for this video. I'll probably maybe do a separate review on each of these figures. I'll definitely probably do a review on Shadow Tracker. But I don't know about Destro. Maybe I will. I don't know. If you are watching this video and you really want me to review either one of these, you of course can personal message me or PM me with a request, or you can put a comment on, or however you want to communicate with me that desire, and I will accommodate that if I have enough requests for it. Please feel free to subscribe, to comment, to favorite, to like, and until next time, Yojo and Cobra!